What up, guys? This is Kong, and today I just watched My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 20. So basically, the story, this episode is mainly about you know them trying to figure out what is the practical test. So the written test is obviously written. They have to answer all these questions and so forth. And some of the student went to ask each other, what would their strong subject would be, and it would help up each other and that sort of thing. And that's what they do. They study prior to the written test, and the written test was like 3 days in a row. I'm like, in school, I never had 3 days of tests. I guess in Japan, they have a different. Their school system is different than United States system. So maybe they do have, you know, uh, 3 days of written tests. Kind of suck because you gotta study really, really hard for those three for those 3 days, and even after those days, you still have to study for the next days. So the school system is really tough, I guess. And then also the practical is they thought they was gonna be fighting against robotic like the beginning of the class 1A, and but it was wrong. It was actually uh, the students gonna face against the teachers. So two students against one teacher, and so that's the fight gonna be. So they can either fight the teachers, uh, and I believe there was a time limits, and or they can run away. So and then the principal really they announce which pair is gonna be which student is gonna be with each other and which teacher were they gonna take on and that sort of thing. And Bakugo and Deku's gonna fight against All Might, and then All Might said, "Okay, I'm gonna give you guys give you advantage here. I'm gonna put a weight on myself that will reduce my speed and my strength. So you guys, then I'm at a disadvantage. You guys should be at the advantage." And knowing Deku knows that, that's not gonna stop All Might. He is, after all Might, and he knows that All Might is powerful. That Bakugo and Deku can't really take on All Might, and he knows that. And I'm thinking that their strategy is just basically run for hell, run until the sun comes out, because they're still young. They haven't really developed their full potential, the potential of their quirk or their skills, and especially Deku. He just got the power, so he hasn't had that experience of as these other students they have since birth. He doesn't. So he's really, really at a disadvantage against All Might because he's still learning how to utilize and how to use the power at a certain percentage, without breaking his bone, and that's the issues. So Bakugo obviously won't have any issue because he had that power since he was born. So we get to see a little bit of the first fight, and it is I can't remember his name. And him and this other guy, a sugar man, they were fighting against this the teacher who can create cement from the ground, and they would keep pounding through it, and they got exhausted, obviously. So the name of the game is basically work together to defeat your opponent, which are the teacher. And two, plan ahead because you already know that you're gonna fight a certain opponent. So plan ahead, work together, use each other's quirk to overcome an opponent, quirks, and be strategic and tactic. Use tactic against your the villains, and they are the teachers. And obviously, this guy and Sugar Man fail because they fail to use their quirks, fail to use strategies, fail to understand their opponent. Excuse me. So Deku and this girl Zero Gravity were in the observing room to really kind of learn from the mistake of other student made, and that's really important because when you're not fighting, you need to learn. You need to observe your opponent and others and how they take on villain or fight against other classmates, so you learn how to fight them, and maybe even learn something from your opponent or your classmate, and that's really important. And Deku he's really smart because he knows that he's really at a disadvantage again. Because he had not fully utilized his power that was given by All Might, and he received it at a late age. So it's kind of like starting late, when everybody got a jump start on you. And he's smart. That's why he's writing things down. He's being strategic. He's observing. And that's really important as a good guy, a fighter. You need to learn how to observe, to know when to use when to bail out, when to fight, and when to call in for help. So yes, and the funny thing is, Great Boy is fighting against Midnight. I wonder how that's gonna turn out. So yeah, I overall this episode is kind of a beginning of this teacher arc, fighting against teacher arc, and how do they need to work together to overcome the teachers. And I would like to see how this really turns out in a comic book. I've read in the comic book. I mean, not comic book. I'm sorry. The anime, the manga is really great. So I would like to see it in the flesh in colors. So again, guys, I want to say thank you for your time and effort to watching my review of My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 20. And I appreciate it. Please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, of course. Browse my channel too. And I know I'm in my bedroom because there was some situation happened. So I have to be in here for about a week. And then I'll be back in my usual spot. So again, on that note, I want to thank you guys for watching my review of My Hero Academia. Take care, guys. Peace out.